All right, so let's unpack this incredible FCS championship game.
Yeah, the 2025 showdown between the North Dakota State Bison and the undefeated Montana State Bobcats.
It really was one for the ages.
It was billed as a clash of styles, right?
Yeah.
Dynasty program against a team just hungry for their first championship in over 40 years.
And it certainly lived up to the hype.
It did.
We're talking about a matchup between two Walter Payton Award finalists, Cam Miller for NDSU and Tommy Mellott for Montana State.
Right.
The energy was just palpable, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The stakes were so incredibly high. NDSU on the verge of tying Yale for the most championships in college football history across all divisions.
Wow.
That's legacy defining right there.
Yeah, and let's not forget the atmosphere. A record-breaking 2.4 million viewers tuned in.
Yeah.
Making it the second most watched FCS championship game ever.
That's right. It's clear that this game really captured the attention of the entire nation, and for good reason.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Now you've got NDSU already a powerhouse with 9 championships in the last 13 seasons.
Right.
They were facing off against this Montana State team that had just completed a perfect 15-0 season.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating here is that contrast, between NDSU's established dominance and Montana State's underdog spirit.
Yeah.
It created a captivating narrative.
It did, but NDSU, they just have this way of rising to the occasion, don't they?
It's remarkable. They've really cultivated this winning culture in Fargo, a system that just consistently produces champions.
And that first half really showcased their strength.
Oh, yeah. They came out firing on all cylinders with Cam Miller putting on an absolute clinic.
2 touchdowns in the first quarter alone, including that mind-blowing 64-yard run that just left everyone speechless.
Yeah. Miller's athleticism and decision-making were just on full display.
Yeah.
He seemed to effortlessly glide past defenders and, leaving the Montana State sideline scrambling for answers.
Yeah, the Bobcats, on the other hand, they struggled to find their rhythm, only managing a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, they face a relentless NDSU defense that seems to anticipate their every move. You could see the frustration building on that Bobcat sideline.
There was one play in particular that really solidified NDSU's momentum. That crucial 4th down stop near midfield, which led to a Bryce Lance touchdown reception right before halftime.
Yeah, it was a pivotal moment. The Bobcats were driving, looking to close the gap, but NDSU's defense held strong, and that touchdown from Lance, following in the footsteps of his brother Trey, really added another layer of intrigue to this game.
For sure. And then going into halftime, the score was 21-3.
Yeah.
I imagine the Bobcat fans were starting to feel the pressure.
There's no doubt that a sense of concern was creeping in. The Bobcats, they needed a change in momentum to get back in this game.
Yeah, and they got that spark, didn't they?
They did.
The Bobcats came roaring back in the second half.
It was a remarkable turnaround. They came out with this newfound energy and determination, scoring 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion in the third quarter alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tommy Mellott really took control.
He did.
Showing off his incredible athleticism and making some truly jaw-dropping plays.
Yeah, he orchestrated that comeback with precision, connecting with his receivers, making key plays with his legs.
Yeah.
He was a force to be reckoned with.
NDSU didn't become 10-time champions by crumbling under pressure.
Exactly. They weathered that storm, showcasing that composure and experience that has become their trademark.
They kept their heads in the game, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't let that comeback rattle them.
Not at all. They responded with their own offensive surge, relying on that strong running game and Cam Miller's leadership.
Right. And in those final moments with the game hanging in the balance, they showed their championship pedigree.
That final drive was a masterclass in clock management and execution. They marched down the field methodically, eating up the clock and ultimately securing the victory.
And the Bobcats, despite their valiant effort, just couldn't quite overcome that deficit.
It was a heartbreaking loss for them, especially considering how close they came to completing that incredible comeback.
But even in defeat, they earned the respect of everyone watching.
Absolutely. They displayed remarkable resilience and proved that they belong on the national stage.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about that controversial coaching decision late in the game, Montana State's choice to not have a returner on the final punt.
Yeah, it was a gamble that didn't pay off. NDSU recovered the ball, effectively sealing their victory.
Right.
It's a decision that's sure to be debated for years to come.
I can only imagine the weight of that decision on the coach's shoulders.
Yeah.
Knowing that it could make or break their season.
It really highlights the immense pressure and split-second decisions that these coaches face in these high-stakes games.
And speaking of high stakes, this win for NDSU is historic.
Yeah.
They've now won their 10th FCS National Championship, tying them with Yale for the most in college football history.
It's an incredible feat of athletic achievement, and they've cemented their place as a true dynasty in college football.
And when you factor in their 8 Division II national championships, their total rises to an astonishing 18 titles.
That's more than any other program in college football history, an accomplishment that speaks volumes about their commitment to excellence.
I mean, the scenes after the game were pure euphoria. Bison fans rushing the field, confetti, raining down fireworks illuminating the sky, and the sound of "We are the champions" echoing throughout the stadium.
It was a moment of unbridled joy and celebration, a culmination of years of hard work and dedication.
And speaking of memorable moments, we can't forget about the one that's gone viral. Tommy Mellott kicking over the garbage can on the NDSU sideline.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a moment of raw emotion. You know, a display of frustration that has become an instant classic in sports lore.
Right. You have to wonder what was going through his mind at that moment.
Yeah, some have called it unsportsmanlike, while others have defended it as a simple release of pent-up energy. What are your thoughts?
It's certainly a polarizing incident. I think it's important to remember that these are young athletes competing at the highest level, and emotions can run high in those moments. You know, it's a reminder that they're human, just like us.
Yeah, and it adds another layer of intrigue to the game, doesn't it?
It does.
These unexpected moments are often what people remember most.
Absolutely. They become part of the story, the folklore that surrounds these epic clashes.
Now, let's shift our focus to some of the standout individual performances that shaped this game.
Okay.
Cam Miller, of course, was exceptional. He showcased his dual threat abilities, racking up impressive stats, both through the air and on the ground.
Yeah, that 64-yard touchdown run was a thing of beauty, a display of pure athleticism and vision.
He made it look effortless.
He did.
Maneuvering through defenders with ease, it was a defining moment in the game.
For sure.
And Bryce Lance catching a touchdown pass in a national championship game.
Right.
Following the footsteps of his brother Trey, who's now making waves in the NFL. What a story.
It's a testament to their family's athletic legacy and the power of following your dreams.
Absolutely. And on the Montana State side, even in defeat, we saw some incredible performances.
Oh, yeah. Scudder Humphrey and Rohan Jones were relentless battling until that final whistle.
They left everything they had on the field, embodying the spirit of competition and sportsmanship.
They may not have won the championship, but they earned the admiration of fans and opponents alike.
And just today, it was announced that the NDSU Bison have been invited to the White House.
Oh, wow.
To celebrate their victory.
What an incredible honor. It's a testament to the magnitude of their achievement and the impact they've had on the world of college football.
It's a moment that these players will cherish for a lifetime, a recognition of their dedication and hard work.
And it really underscores the cultural significance of sports, particularly at the collegiate level. You know, these athletes represent the hopes and dreams of their communities.
As we reflect on this remarkable game, I keep coming back to the question, what makes NDSU such a consistently dominant force in the FCS?
Well, it's a combination of factors. You know, their coaching staff is top-notch, consistently recruiting talented players and developing them into champions.
They have a winning culture ingrained in their program.
Right.
A belief that they can overcome any challenge.
And they have the unwavering support of their fans, you know, who create an electrifying atmosphere that gives them a home field advantage unlike any other.
It's a recipe for success that has proven itself time and time again.
It has.
And while Montana State may not have emerged victorious this time, they showed that they are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Their resilience, their fighting spirit, and their never-give-up attitude were inspiring to witness.
They have a bright future ahead of them, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them back on that championship stage soon.
I agree. This deep dive has been a whirlwind of emotions. You know, from the anticipation leading up to the game to the thrilling moments on the field and the lasting impact this victory will have on both programs.
It's a testament to the power of sports to just captivate our imaginations and unite us in these shared experiences.
So as we wrap up, I'm left wondering, what can we learn from this game, from these athletes, from this moment in history?
I think it reminds us that success is built on hard work, dedication, and a belief in oneself.
It shows us that resilience in the face of adversity can lead to extraordinary achievements.
And it underscores the importance of teamwork, leadership, and the pursuit of excellence.
This game, like all great sporting events, was more than just a competition. It was a story of human potential, of triumph and heartbreak, of moments that will be remembered and debated for years to come.
And as we move forward, let's carry with us the lessons we've learned, the inspiration we've gained, and the memories we've created.
This has been a fascinating deep dive into the heart of FCS football, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for these incredible teams and athletes.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that passion for the game alive.